Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine carving out a place in television history with a character so iconic, a nickname from that role would follow you, as you've jokingly said, even if you won a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, the meathead thing.
Exactly. Then, imagine stepping behind the camera and becoming the visionary director responsible for some of the most beloved and critically acclaimed films in cinematic history.
It's quite a contrast.
That's the extraordinary duality of the artist we're diving into today, Robert Reiner.
What truly fascinates me about our subject is the apparent seamlessness, how he's navigated these vastly different creative roles.
Right.
From a standout comedic actor to an award-winning director, all while dedicating substantial energy to robust and often high-profile activism.
It's a lot to cover.
It is. So we're going to trace the path of Rob Reiner, examining his profound contributions to entertainment and his unwavering commitment to social and political issues, to understand not just what he's done, but maybe get a sense of the deeper why behind his multifaceted impact.
Absolutely. Today, our mission is to explore the multifaceted career and life of Rob Reiner, an American film director, producer, screenwriter, actor, and, well, a prominent liberal activist.
A true multi-hyphenate.
Definitely. So we're diving into the sources we have, mostly that big Wikipedia overview, right? And we'll use that to really chart his journey, from Meathead all the way to becoming this master storyteller and beyond.
And we'll try to connect the dots.
We're going to give you those aha moments, connecting the dots from his early days as a young writer to the director who shaped cultural touchstones and even his prominent role in public discourse. This isn't just like a recitation of facts.
No.
It's more of a shortcut to understanding his enduring legacy, maybe revealing some unexpected connections and insights along the way.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
So let's kick things off by looking at where it all began for Rob Reiner. Born Robert Reiner on March 6, 1947 in the Bronx, New York, he came into a Jewish family that was, well, anything but ordinary.
Right. The family background is key here.
Yeah. What immediately strikes you is the sheer creative pedigree. Growing up in a household with Carl Reiner, a legendary comedian and filmmaker,
A giant.
and his mother, Estelle, also a figure in entertainment, must have been an incredible incubator of talent. I mean, it's hard to overstate the kind of creative energy that must have been buzzing around him from day one.
You'd have to think it influences every step.
And he also had siblings, Lucas and Annie Reiner, part of this vibrant, creatively charged environment.
And, that early environment isn't just a backdrop. It raises an important question. How much of growing up in the shadow of such a creative force, and even living in a functional TV address, how much did that shape his own artistic leanings and his future career path?
Wait, a fictional TV address?
Yeah, our sources actually detailed this charming anecdote about his childhood home at 48 Bonnie Meadow Road in New Rochelle, New York.
Okay.
This exact street became the fictional address, 148 Bonnie Meadow Road, for the Petrie family in the Dick Van Dyke Show.
No way. The show his dad created.
The very one. It's a whimsical, almost meta detail that profoundly underscores how deeply entertainment was woven into the very fabric of his upbringing.
That's incredible. A real-life Easter egg.
Totally. And even with that rich, informal background, he still pursued a formal educational foundation. He studied at the UCLA Film School, which signifies an early and deliberate commitment to filmmaking as a craft.
So he wasn't just relying on the family name. He put in the work.
Seems like it.
That's a fantastic point about the Petrie family address. What a unique childhood. With that kind of start, it's maybe no surprise he quickly moved into hands-on training.
Right. Practical experience.
In the early 1960s, Reiner took his first tangible step into the industry as a trained apprentice at the Bucks County Playhouse in New Hope, Pennsylvania.
Getting his hands dirty.
This wasn't just about studying theory. It was about learning the mechanics of production from the ground up. A really foundational experience, you'd think.
Indeed. And those practical steps quickly led to on-screen appearances, though, initially in smaller roles.
Right before the big break.
Exactly. Before All in the Family, Reiner paid his dues with numerous bit parts in popular 1960s television shows. You can spot him in Batman as a delivery boy.
I think I remember that.
In That Girl. Or even in the Andy Griffith Show, playing Joe, the printer's apprentice.
Wow. Deep cuts.
He also had multiple appearances in Gomer Pyle, USMC, and the Beverly Hillbillies. And he even appeared in films, including some directed by his father, like playing Roger in Where's Papa back in 1970.
So these weren't starring roles, but more like boot camp, learning the ropes from the inside.
Pretty much. Observing seasoned professionals, understanding the rhythm of a set. Essential stuff
From those humble beginnings, it's clear Reiner wasn't content just being in front of the camera, though. You mentioned his writing, and pivoting to writing alongside someone like Steve Martin, that hints at a deeper ambition, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A desire to shape the stories.
He made a significant transition by entering the world of writing for the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour in 1968 and 1969.
Yeah. And the source mentions he and Steve Martin were the two youngest writers on the show.
Imagine that writer's room. Working on the Smothers Brothers, a show known for pushing comedic and political boundaries, alongside another young genius like Martin. That must have honed his sharp, satirical edge.
You'd think so. Understanding how comedy can tackle serious subjects, skills he'd definitely use later.
Like in Spinal Tap or All in the Family. It's a testament to his early talent thriving in that high-pressure environment.
It truly is. And that foundation, as both an actor and a burgeoning writer, culminated in what would become his undeniable breakthrough role.
Here comes.
Just 2 years after that writing stint, Reiner came to national prominence playing Michael Meathead Civic on Norman Lear's groundbreaking CBS sitcom All in the Family, which ran from 71 to 79.
A role that wasn't just a job, it was a cultural phenomenon.
Absolutely. All in the Family wasn't just popular, it was a national conversation starter. Inspired by the British sitcom Till Death Us Do Part, it became the most-watched television program in the United States for an incredible 5 consecutive seasons.
5 seasons at #1, from 71 to 76.
And the show was fearless, consistently pushing boundaries by tackling sensitive social issues, head-on racism, sexism, the huge generational divides of the era.
It forced families to confront these topics, didn't it? Sparking discussions, arguments maybe in living rooms across America. It was way more than just entertainment.
Looking at the broader context, All in the Family really served as a critical cultural mirror, reflecting and pushing the conversations of its time.
And Reiner's role was key.
Oh, pivotal. As Michael Meathead Civic, the liberal son-in-law, he embodied the evolving counterculture. He provided that direct intellectual counterpoint to Archie Bunker's cantankerous conservatism.
That dynamic, the clashing ideologies, but also that exasperated affection between them, that was the engine, wasn't it?
Totally. That's what drove the show's massive cultural impact and its ability to provoke meaningful dialogue. And speaking of the character, that nickname Meathead, given by Archie, it became indelibly associated with Reiner. He famously quipped, "I could win the Nobel Prize," and they'd write, "Meathead wins the Nobel Prize."
Aha! That perfectly illustrates the lasting mark of that role, doesn't it? Almost humorous how much it defined him early on.
And it wasn't just public recognition. He also earned significant critical acclaim. Awards, too.
Right, the Emmys. He won 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, first in 74 and again in 78.
And nominated several other times.
Exactly. Beyond those wins, he got 3 other Emmy nominations and an impressive 5 Golden Globe nominations in the supporting actor category, basically every year from 72 to 76.
That consistent stream of accolades really cemented his place as a celebrated television actor, even before he fully transitioned to, his directing triumphs.
His career, of course, didn't stop there. After All in the Family, he continued to, engage in various creative endeavors, never limiting himself.
Always exploring. In October 71, he had a guest role on The Partridge Family.
Really? Okay.
Then, showing that continued interest in shaping stories, in 1972, he even co-created a sitcom for ABC called The Super.
The Super. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it ran for 10 episodes. He created it with Phil Mishkin and Jerry Eisenberg. It depicted the life of a harried Italian-American superintendent in New York City.
And he wrote for it, too.
He and Mishkin co-wrote the premiere. It just shows he was thinking beyond acting even then, flexing those creative muscles.
He truly kept his hand in different aspects of the industry, constantly exploring. Later in his career, he returned to more regular TV acting with that recurring role on New Girl, playing Bob Day from 2012 to 2018.
Zooey Deschanel's dad, right?
Yep. And demonstrating his wonderful sense of humor, playing with his own image, he made those self-parodying cameos.
Oh, yeah.
Appearing as himself in Dickie Roberts, former child star in 2003, and even as a fictional rep, Rob Reiner in 30 Rock back in 2010.
That's great. It shows a real comfort with his celebrity, doesn't it? An ability to laugh at himself, which is kind of rare.
Definitely admirable.
Beyond television, our sources also show a consistent, if sometimes, understated, presence in supporting film roles throughout his career.
Even while he was directing massive hits.
Exactly. He still made time for acting, appearing in films like Throw Mama from the Train.
Which he also directed, sort of. Billy Crystal directed, but Reiner starred. A bit confusing.
Right. but also Sleepless in Seattle as Jay Matthews, Bullets Over Broadway as Sheldon Flender, the First Wives Club.
Ah, Dr. Morris Packman.
That's the one. He also did voice work for Everyone's Hero and took on a significant role as Max Belfort in Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street in 2013.
Playing Leo DiCaprio's dad. These roles highlight his versatility, his enduring appeal as an actor. He could hold his own even in smaller parts.
Absolutely, proving he still had the acting chops.
And what's particularly interesting is how often he blurred the lines acting in his own directed films.
Most notably, Marty DiBergi.
Right. The faux documentarian in his directorial debut, This Is Spinal Tap. That wasn't just a cameo, it was a central performance that anchored the film's mockumentary style.
Showcasing his comedic timing, his improv skills, right alongside his directing vision.
And he popped up in other roles in his own movies, too. Stan in The Story of Us in '99, Wirtschafter in Alex and Emma in 2003.
And the major supporting role is John Walcott in his journalism drama Shock and Awe in 2017.
This willingness to step in front of his own camera, it speaks volumes about his confidence, maybe his hands-on approach.
And bringing his acting career full circle, almost, Reiner most recently opened that primetime CBS special, Dick Van Dyke, 98 Years of Magic in December 2023.
Oh, that's right.
Offering a heartfelt tribute and actually having a conversation with Dick Van Dyke himself. It's a poignant reminder of his deep roots in TV history.
And the connections he's maintained, his respect for the legends, a beautiful sense of continuity.
Exactly.
That's a great way to cap off his acting journey. But those roots, as you said, were critical. They laid the groundwork for a pivot that would redefine his whole career.
The move behind the camera.
Because while many knew him as Meathead, a whole new generation would come to know him as the visionary director. Let's talk about that incredible work.
It's a huge shift.
It really is. It's one thing to be a massively successful actor, but to then step behind the camera and become equally, maybe even more successful as a director, that's a bold move in Hollywood, often risky.
And it paid off tremendously for him.
He made this pivotal shift in the 1980s, a deliberate evolution of his creative identity. Finding a new voice, exploring different storytelling, it led to this string of hugely successful films across so many genres.
And what's also notable in this transition is his development of key collaborative relationships.
Like with his editor.
Exactly. Our sources mentioned his frequent collaboration with film editor Robert Layton. And interestingly, Layton also worked with fellow director-actor Christopher Guest.
Ah, another mockumentary connection.
Right. It suggests this network of creative relationships. And it highlights how vital those partnerships are in shaping a director's style. A strong editor like Layton isn't just cutting film. They're an extension of the director's vision.
Refining pacing, rhythm, emotional impact shows Reiner trusted his collaborators.
Absolutely. A true creative partnership that clearly served him well.
And his directorial debut. Well, it was nothing short of iconic.
Spinal Tap.
This is Spinal Tap in 1984, the heavy metal mockumentary. It immediately showcased his comedic and observational genius, became a cult classic, not just for the wit and satire,
But for basically defining the mockumentary genre.
Right.
Inspiring so many filmmakers.
Totally. And as we mentioned, he acted in it as Marty DiBergi, blending his talents right from the start. And crucially, he was a writer on it, too.
It's a foundational piece. Encapsulates his multi-hyphenate talent perfectly.
And what's fascinating here is how these early directorial efforts, mockumentary, coming-of-age drama, fantasy, established his ability to craft narratives that just became embedded in pop culture.
And got immense critical affection. It shows a director unafraid to tackle diverse storytelling challenges, each time bringing this unique blend of heart and humor.
Like Stand By Me.
Exactly. Stand By Me in 1986. That critically acclaimed coming-of-age drama, a beautiful period piece about friendship and loss. It resonated so deeply.
It really did, demonstrated his versatility.
It captures that bittersweet essence of childhood. And it even earned an Independent Spirit Award nomination for Best Director.
And then just a year later, boom.
The Princess Bride, 1987. This isn't just a beloved comedic fantasy film. It's an undisputed cult classic that kind of defies genre classification.
Yeah.
He directed and produced it.
It has everything. Humor, romance, adventure, the meta storytelling.
Which has given it this enduring popularity. It really stands the test of time. Generations of viewers love it.
And it got accolades too, right?
Oh, yeah. The Toronto International Film Festival People's Choice Award in '87 and the Hugo Award for Best Dramatic Presentation in '88. Proving its innovative approach resonated widely.
It's remarkable how quickly he built such a diverse and beloved filmography, each one a touchstone.
And he didn't stop there. He took his ambitions further by founding his own company, Castle Rock Entertainment.
Right, which is where he directed a lot of his other big hits.
Exactly. And the significance is huge. He wasn't just directing for hire, he was building an empire, a creative home, where he could bring these stories to life.
And maintain creative control. That entrepreneurial spirit combined with his artistic vision seems like a clear thread.
Absolutely. And this blend led to a string of mainstream hits that really solidified his place as a top director.
Like When Harry Met Sally.
1989. A romantic comedy often ranked among the all-time best of its genre. The witty dialogue, the honest portrayal of relationship.
And there's that personal detail, isn't there, about meeting his wife?
Yeah, fascinating stuff from our sources. Reiner, meeting his future wife Michelle Singer while directing this film, actually influenced his decision to change the ending.
To make it more optimistic.
Exactly. A beautiful example of life-informing art. And the film itself earned him a Golden Globe nomination for Best Director, a BAFTA nom for Best Film, and he produced it too.
Wow. Then came Misery in 1990. Talk about a change of pace.
Totally. An intense psychological horror thriller showed his incredible range based on Stephen King.
And he masterfully crafted that atmosphere of chilling suspense.
He really did. And Kathy Bates's Academy Award win for Best Actress for her terrifying performance
Unforgettable.
is a powerful testament to Reiner's direction, his skill in eliciting such a powerful, Oscar-worthy performance.
Did he get nominated for that one too?
Golden Globe nomination for Best Director, and he produced it as well. Just shows his ability to excel in vastly different cinematic landscapes.
And his commercial success just kept soaring with A Few Good Men in 92, his biggest hit, right?
Commercially, yes.
Yeah.
The military courtroom drama, sharp script, powerhouse performances, not just a box office smash, but a critical darling.
Oscar nomination for Best Picture.
Yep. And Reiner himself got Golden Globe and Directors Guild of America DGA nominations for Best Director. Plus, he produced it.
It's etched into popular culture. You can't handle the truth. Showcases his mastery of dramatic tension, moral dilemmas.
If you zoom out, these films collectively showcase his mastery across profoundly different emotional registers.
Rom-com, thriller, courtroom drama.
Right. He knew precisely how to build tension, evoke deep emotion, and draw out exceptional, often award-winning performances. It speaks to a profound understanding of narrative and character that just transcends genre.
He really touched every genre with a distinct vision, and his later directing work continued exploring diverse themes.
More political romance, courtroom drama.
The American President in 95, kind of like When Harry Met Sally, but in the White House. Witty dialogue, poignant relationships. Earned him another Golden Globe nom for Best Director.
And then Ghosts of Mississippi in 96, another powerful courtroom drama tackling race and justice. Shows his continued commitment to significant themes. He produced both of those.
And he also directed and produced The Bucket List later on, in 2007, the uplifting comedy.
With Nicholson and Freeman, showing his continued range, telling heartwarming stories.
His later filmography includes others where he directed and produced too, like The Story of Us, Alex and Emma.
Flipped in 2010, which he also co-wrote, and biographical dramas like LBJ in 2016, and the journalism drama Shock and Awe in 2017.
Shock and Awe was a powerful critique of the media's role in the Iraq War, wasn't it?
It was. And what's remarkable is that he's still actively creating, still looking to the future.
That's a testament to his creative staying power, isn't it? To return to the very film that launched his directing career decades later, still at the helm, still writing.
I mean, Spinal Tap 2.
Exactly. Our sources mention the upcoming project, Spinal Tap 2. The End continues, supposedly set for 2025. He's directing, producing, and writing it, bringing his career full circle.
It's incredible. Highlights that sustained passion for storytelling that's characterized his entire career. A desire to revisit and reimagine his own foundations.
Now, let's move beyond the camera, though it's all connected, really, into another incredibly significant aspect of Rob Reiner's public life, his activism and advocacy.
A huge part of his identity.
Absolutely. But here's a detail that truly stands out. It's one thing to be a celebrated artist, but it's another to devote such substantial time and energy to advocating for causes you deeply believe in, often facing public scrutiny in the process.
And our sources show a clear, unwavering commitment to liberal activism. It's a prominent, indelible part of his public identity.
Alongside the entertainment career.
Indeed. His commitment to social and political causes is extensive, and has often placed him right at the forefront of significant battles.
Like with marriage equality.
Exactly. A prime example is his role as a co-founder of the American Foundation for Equal Rights. That was the organization that initiated the court challenge against California Proposition 8.
Which banned same-sex marriage in the state.
Right. This wasn't just symbolic. It was a critical, hard-fought legal battle for LGBTQ+ rights. His involvement really highlights his dedication to civil liberties in a very tangible way.
He's also been a huge force in early childhood development, an area where his passion seems really evident.
Very much so. In 1998, Reiner chaired the campaign to pass Proposition 10, the California Children and Families Initiative.
And Prop 10 was significant because
It created First 5 California, a program designed to offer crucial early childhood development services, funded by a tax on tobacco products.
the tobacco tax. And he was
Yeah.
the first chairman.
Yep, served from 1999 to 2006, really shaping its direction in those formative years.
But his work there wasn't without challenges, right? Controversy often follows high-profile activism.
That's true. He faced criticism for campaigning for a separate ballot measure, Proposition 82, that aimed to fund state-run preschools while he was still chairman of the First 5 Commission.
Okay.
This led to his resignation on March 29, 2006. It's important to note, however, and our sources confirm this,
Right.
an audit was subsequently conducted. It concluded the state commission did not violate state law and had clear legal authority for its public advertising campaigns related to preschool.
So the commission was cleared, but the measure itself.
Prop 82 ultimately failed to win approval, got only about 39% support. It demonstrates the complexities, the scrutiny that often accompany this kind of activism. Even well-intentioned efforts can face headwinds.
It certainly does, and public figures often take the brunt. His activism even put him in the crosshairs of public satire.
Oh, you mean South Park?
Yeah. Our sources note his strong stance as an anti-smoking advocate led to his likeness being used in that satirical role in the episode Butt Out back in 2003.
Where he was depicted as morbidly obese, hypocritical.
Pretty harsh satire.
Yeah.
But it illustrates how his advocacy, while serious, sometimes drew that kind of humorous, albeit critical, public response, a sign of his profile, I guess.
Beyond specific campaigns, he also contributes to broader discussions on social responsibility within entertainment itself. He's a member of the Social Responsibility Task Force. That's an organization advocating moderation, where social issues like violence and tobacco use intersect with the entertainment industry.
So trying to influence the ethical landscape from within shows a deep conviction.
And he also has a strong commitment to environmental causes, showcasing the breadth of his concerns.
Right, the Amundsen Ranch thing.
Exactly. Our sources detail his active involvement, his successful leadership in the effort to establish California's Amundsen Ranch as a state park and wildlife refuge.
Preventing it from becoming a commercial real estate development.
Yep. And, in a classic Rob Reiner move, integrating activism with his creative work. He introduced Spinal Tap at the London Live Earth concert in July 2007.
Using his artistic platform for an environmental message. Creative amplification.
Which raises that question. How does someone balance such high-profile activism with a demanding Hollywood career? It highlights a profound conviction to use his platform for broader change, even facing scrutiny or satire.
And his engagement extends deeply into the political arena, too. He's been equally vocal there.
Definitely not one to sit on the sidelines.
Our sources detail his extensive history campaigning for Democratic candidates. Consistent, active involvement. He campaigned extensively for Al Gore in 2000
Right.
and for Howard Dean just before the 2004 Iowa caucuses,
Right.
putting his celebrity behind his convictions.
And his political endorsements continued. He endorsed Hillary Clinton for president in 2008.
And donated to her PAC in 2016.
Yeah. In 2015, he donated $10,000 to correct the record, a PAC supporting her 2016 campaign. Now, it's crucial here, and we're just relaying the info from the source.
Okay, impartiality is key.
Right. Since the 2016 election, the source states he has continued to campaign against Donald Trump, calling him racist, sexist, anti-gay, and anti-Semitic.
And there's a specific quote mentioned.
Yes, our sources quote him directly comparing Trump to Harvey Weinstein, saying Weinstein is a bad guy, but Trump is also an abuser. Again, we're reporting this impartially as stated in the source material.
Got it. So what this all tells us is he's not just a casual observer. He's actively engaging with complex issues, sometimes bringing together expertise to address what he sees as critical threats.
Like with the Committee to Investigate Russia.
Exactly. His involvement there. Serving on the advisory board. He and David Frum launched the site in September 2017.
With Morgan Freeman featured in the launch video, warning that we are at war and that Russia had attacked the U.S.
It was a high-level endeavor. The advisory board at launch included figures like James Clapper, Max Boot, Charles Sykes, Norman Ornstein.
Serious names.
Mhm.
And later it expanded to include Evelyn Farkas, Michael Hayden, Michael Morrell, Leon Panetta, Clint Watts. Emphasizes the level of expertise involved.
Addressing what they clearly viewed as very serious concerns.
And his political engagements continued into recent elections.
Yep.
He endorsed Joe Biden for president for the 2020 election.
And he's working on a related project now.
Seems so. In June 2021, Reiner announced he was working on a substantial 10 to 13 episode TV project titled The Spy and the Asset, covering the Putin-Trump relationship. Yeah, tracing their lives from childhood until they intersect. He's collaborating with writer Ward Perry on it. It exemplifies his continued commitment to using his creative platform for political and historical narratives.
He's trying to communicate complex geopolitical dynamics through storytelling.
Right.
Moving now to the man behind the roles and the activism. Let's explore some personal insights, his philanthropic work.
The personal side.
In terms of family life, Reiner was first married to actress and director Penny Marshall in 1971. They divorced in '81.
A Hollywood power couple for a time.
During that marriage, he showed his commitment as a stepfather by adopting Marshall's daughter, Tracy Reiner, also an actress, known for A League of Their Own from Marshall's previous marriage.
That act of adoption speaks volumes about his character, his commitment to family.
And his second marriage, which connects back to one of his biggest films.
What's truly fascinating here is that intertwining of personal and professional life again. The fact that meeting his future wife literally reshaped the narrative of When Harry Met Sally.
It illustrates how interwoven these aspects are for him.
He met his second wife, photographer Michelle Singer, while directing that film in 1989. And this meeting not only led to their marriage, but, as we mentioned, influenced his decision to change the ending.
To be more optimistic, reflecting his own happiness.
Exactly. A belief in enduring love. And they have 3 children, Jake, born 91, Nick, born 93, and Romy, born 97. Solidifying a deep family life.
That's such a beautiful connection between his life and art, and his personal commitment to family and children extends significantly into philanthropy.
Right, the foundations. In 1997, Reiner and Michelle Singer co-founded the I Am Your Child Foundation.
Laying the groundwork.
And their philanthropic work expanded further in 2004 when they founded Parents Action for Children.
And this one had a dual purpose.
Yeah, an incredibly important one. First, to raise awareness of the critical importance of a child's early years by producing and distributing celebrity-hosted educational videos for parents.
Using his connections there.
And second, to advance public policy through parental education and advocacy. It shows that consistent, profound focus on child welfare, echoing his work with First 5 California.
So it's clear this is a deeply personal mission shared with his wife, empowering parents, advocating for the youngest members of society.
Seems central to his non-entertainment work.
Finally, in terms of his reflections on faith and identity, Reiner was raised in a Jewish family, though our sources say his childhood home wasn't observantly Jewish.
But he did have a bar mitzvah.
Right, marking that traditional rite of passage.
Looking at the broader context, his journey through faith and identity, from that non-observant Jewish upbringing to identifying as an atheist sympathetic to Buddhism. It reflects a thoughtful, evolving personal philosophy.
A search for meaning, perhaps?
Often underlies creative and activist pursuits. And his father, Carl Reiner, provided some context there too, acknowledging he himself had become atheistic as the Holocaust progressed.
Oh, wow. A poignant generational perspective on how events shape belief.
And Rob Reiner personally identified as having no religious affiliation as atheistic on that Real Time with Bill Maher episode in 2012.
But he later clarified.
Yeah, he later said that while he rejected organized religion, he was sympathetic to the ideas of Buddhism, indicating a kind of spiritual but non-religious outlook, a quest for ethical living without dogma.
Okay, let's bring it all together now and talk about Rob Reiner's incredible legacy, marked by a wealth of accolades, enduring influence.
Summing it up,
Before he was the acclaimed director, he was that undeniable force on television, collecting Emmys, Golden Globe nominations for a role that defined a generation.
his TV triumphs as an actor are significant.
2 Primetime Emmys for supporting actor in '74 and '78 for Michael Meathead Civic in All in the Family, plus 3 other Emmy noms and 5 Globe noms, cemented his place as a celebrated TV actor, a household name.
And his film accolades as director and producer are equally impressive, showcasing that remarkably consistent excellence.
Peer and critical recognition behind the camera. 4 Golden Globe nominations for Best Director, 3 DGA Award nominations.
That steady stream across decades highlights his enduring talent, the high regard from his peers.
And the films themselves garnered huge awards. The Princess Bride got the Toronto People's Choice, the Hugo Award.
Recognizing its unique storytelling, lasting appeal.
His direction of Misery led directly to Kathy Bates's Oscar win for Best Actress, a clear testament to his skill with actors.
And A Few Good Men achieved that Academy Award nomination for Best Picture in '92, plus a PGA nom for Outstanding Producer, solidifying its place.
So summarizing the aggregate impact, the sources show a remarkable pattern. His directed films collectively got, 11 Academy Award nominations.
11 Oscar noms, yeah. Including that Best Picture nod for A Few Good Men, and 19 Golden Globe nominations.
That's incredible. It's not just critical success, it's a testament to his ability to craft films that deeply resonate with audiences and the industry.
Often shaping cultural conversations, setting new standards. I mean, when Harry Met Sally alone got an Oscar nom, 2 BAFTA noms, 5 Globe noms.
And Misery brought in that Oscar win and a Globe win for Kathy Bates's acting, directly linked to his direction. It's a monumental record across such diverse work.
Truly astonishing recognition for a single artist.
But in a career this long and varied, there are bound to be projects that don't quite hit the mark. It's important to acknowledge those for balance.
Right. Not everything is a home run.
Our sources mention his Golden Raspberry Award nominations for Worst Picture and Worst Director for the 1994 film North.
Which raises that important question. What can we learn from projects that don't hit? It's a reminder that even the most successful creatives have missteps.
But resilience lies in continuing to innovate.
Right. Exactly. That a film like North is ultimately just a footnote in a career filled with so many celebrated works. It speaks to Reiner's ability to move past setbacks and keep producing impactful art. Shows his long-term vision.
Exactly. And his career has been celebrated with numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards, signifying the breadth and depth of his contributions.
The big picture honors.
He received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Santa Barbara International Film Festival in 2001, the American Cinema Editor's Golden Eddie Filmmaker of the Year Award in 2010.
And the WorldFest Houston International Film Festival Ramir Career Achievement Award in 2017.
These honors celebrate the full scope. The indelible acting, the transformative directing, the tireless advocacy. When you look at the totality of his work, both in front of and behind the camera, and his unwavering commitment to, well, trying to make the world a better place, you see a legacy that's truly multidimensional and deeply impactful.
Indeed. His career paints a picture of a singular talent who consistently uses his voice and vision to engage with the world, both creatively and socially. His impact extends far beyond the screen, cementing his place as one of Hollywood's most versatile and dedicated figures. A true multi-hyphenate.
We've unpacked so much today, from the indelible Meathead to the master storyteller behind beloved films like When Harry Met Sally and A Few Good Men, and the passionate advocate for everything from marriage equality to early childhood development.
He really leveraged every platform available to him.
Rob Reiner is a true multi-hyphenate whose impact extends far beyond the screen.
Indeed. Looking at the broader context, his career is a powerful testament to the idea that one's creative talents can be channeled into diverse forms of expression and advocacy, each reinforcing a deeply held commitment to shaping culture and society for the better.
As we wrap up, it leaves us with this thought for you, the listener. In an era where so many public figures are asked to, stick to their lane, what does Rob Reiner's unwavering, decades-long commitment to both art and activism tell us about the responsibility of a public platform? And maybe the potential for a single individual to influence so many different facets of our world.
It's a compelling question to ponder as we reflect on his extraordinary journey.